welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing something that I just randomly wanted to film. I've been doing this smoky eye, but instead of using eyeliner, I have been using just a black eyeshadow, and I have been so obsessed with this, mostly because it's like the easiest thing in the world, and if you only have like 5 minutes, you can do it in like 5 minutes flat. So I think I'm gonna call this video the easiest smoky eye or something like that. I know the struggle is real. I know that eyeshadow isn't the easiest thing to work with. I know that doing a perfect wing isn't the easiest thing in the world, but it is now. So I hope that you guys enjoy this look. Like I said, it's like kind of a full glam eye, but something that you can do really quickly, which I know is like key half the time. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this video and let's get into it. Okay, let me just start off by saying that you by no means need to use the same palette that I'm using. I'm just gonna give you general guidelines, but all of the colors in this palette are definitely probably in any of your other palettes, so don't feel like you need to have this palette. The palette that I'm going to be using today is the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette, and the reason I'm using this is because it has a lot of those good smoky eye colors basically, and a lot of the good highlight colors, so that's why I gravitate towards this, because it has all of the shades in one palette and I don't need to, you know, jump around to a different palette. The first thing that I start by doing is just laying down a color that is a couple shades, maybe 2 shades darker than my skin tone. So just pack a color like that in. This is pretty much just going to be our transition shade. If you guys are new to eyeshadow, kind of like I was, transition color is basically your key to a good eyeshadow look. It allows the other colors to really blend in, so I know it's a little bit tedious, but if you've been struggling with doing a good smoky eye, a transition shade will kind of save your life. You can see it's not that much darker than my skin, but you know, it's good. It'll do the job. Okay, so you should have something that looks like this. Very, very simple, very easy. Before I go too far, these are the brushes that I am using today. So we have one, which is by e.l.f. This is $1. You can get it at Target. It is very, very dense, and that works to really pack the shadow onto your lid. Then I have 2 fluffy brushes by Morphe. This is the M505 and this is the M511. So the M511 is just obviously a little bit fluffier, but I would say the key to smoky eye too is having some good brushes. If you don't obviously want to invest a crazy amount, having 1 dense and 2 kind of fluffy brushes, that's the way to do it. The next shade that you want is a medium brown shade. You don't want anything that's too dark. Like I said, the key that I feel like to smoky eyes is building them up and really making them blend. So I'm going in with the shade Anaheim from this palette. Any kind of medium brown shade will work. So the next step is to grab some tape. I use washi tape, which just looks like this. The reason that I do that is because it's not entirely like too sticky when it touches your skin. So I find that it doesn't actually take off any of your foundation. So basically what we're going to be doing is you're gonna wanna place your tape under your eyelashes. You don't wanna like obviously stick them to your face, so you can see how I'm just placing it under my eyelash. And we're going from our bottom lash line to just below where your eyebrow ends. And then you're gonna wanna make sure that your tape is stuck down. Then go ahead and take that medium brown shade that we picked out. We're gonna place that medium brown shade right into our crease. So I start by placing it in there, and then I will start buffing it out. Just getting a little bit more of that shadow on my brush. Again, packing it right into the crease to start and then buffing it out. Keep in mind that it's better to start with a little bit and build it up than to have to take away a ton of product, right? So the next shade that you're going to need is a dark brown shade. So I'm using this color Punk. It has a little bit of red in it, but I kind of like that. Same thing, you're gonna place it right into that crease first, and then you're gonna buff it out. I also am going to take some of this shade and kind of put it in our outer V. This is our outer V right here. So I'm just going to dab some of that. Make sure that you're buffing it in with your tape as well. So that's what we should have as of right now. The last step is to go into your black. I like to take that onto a fluffier brush, but just keep in mind that you only want a little bit. You see how like little is on that brush? Same thing, right into your crease and buff it out. So the last step is you're gonna need a brush, any sort of brush that is flat like this. See how flat that is? You want something very, very little. You're gonna go into that same black shade and you're just gonna go into the corner of your eye and you're basically pretending that this is eyeliner. So start lining. I only like to go about half of the way in, and then you're gonna wanna start lining up the tape. So see how I'm just pushing some of the shadow in a straight line? Then you're going to connect it. Then the best part, we can go ahead and take off the tape. So I do have a little bit of fallout, but that is a-okay. We're just gonna take my beauty blender. And basically you have the perfect eyeliner, the perfect eyeshadow. We're just gonna go in with a brow bone highlight. And for that brow bone highlight, I'm using Blonde from that Gwen Stefani palette. And I'm just placing that right on my brow bone. Brow bone highlight also helps to kind of buff out that sharp eyeshadow line, which I like as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly do the other eye. You guys can watch that sped up. We've already put our first shade on our eyes, so the next step is to, of course, add your tape. The next step would be to curl your lashes or apply mascara, and guys, I've been curling my lashes lately because of this baby. It's amazing. This is by Tweezerman and they came out with an almond shaped eye because I have like really small eyes and they're not round. So normal eyelash curlers, oh my god, they would never get any of my lashes. They'd get like 20% of my lashes. So this thing is amazing, gets all my lashes, and now I'm a lash curler girl. So if you have the same problem, check this baby out. It is so good. Now I do have a bit of fallout, but I'm gonna go in with concealer, which I normally do after. I'm using the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. And then I'm just going in with this Miss Manga Mascara. I just like to add it to the tips of my lashes to make them a little bit thicker. And then I will also use this on my bottom lashes. But I'm gonna go in with some concealer first to clean that up because it's just, I mean, it's hard. Like I said, it's hard with smoky eyes. You're gonna get the fallout. So I'm just gonna set my under eye concealer. I promise you, I know this look probably to you guys seemed like it took a fair bit of time, but I can do this smoky eye like so quickly. Like if I'm going out and I just need to be ready quickly, but I want to look totally awake, I can do this smoky eye so quickly because the tape just ensures that everything's gonna be perfect. So I can just slap whatever on and it's perfect. So yeah, I'm just gonna apply some mascara to my bottom lashes. Now the last step, which I like to do last because it just, once I have my mascara on and stuff, it throws everything together perfectly. I'm taking this L'Oreal Paris Color Infallible eyeshadow. This is one of my favorite inner corner highlights ever. This is in the color 001 Time Resist White. And so I'm just gonna pick some of this shadow up on my brush. It's best to go in with a dense brush. With the shadow, I just find that it doesn't apply at all with, you know, a fluffy brush. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps me a lot, helps me reach a lot more people, and we can continue growing our girl gang. Other than that, I think I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!